Every single talent that you have and every knowledge that you have is locked inside the room. So unlock it. Just take the fear out of your personality. Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of the Ask Farhan Show. Today, our question is from Mahi Harim. There is one more question. How can I overcome my fear? Fear of facing people, fear of failure, fear of being deceived. There are much more I am facing. Mahi, you have to understand that fear is just an emotion. And emotions are something that we can control quite easily. It's a controllable factor. And fear is not an external force. Fear is something which you have to work on internally. It's an internal factor that you have inside your brain, and you can work on it quite easily. And one day, when you will become a confident person, when you will not be afraid of these tiny situations that you're facing right now, you will understand that all the things that you were really afraid of were not dangerous at all. Those things were not giving you any harm. Those were just things, were simple things. So just relax yourself. Do not take the pressure, a lot of pressure of these things which are not even happening. These things are just in your imagination. Just like when you will go on stage, people are going to make fun of you. But you're not on stage right now. It's just the imagination that you've created that something negative is going to happen with me. It has not happened yet. If it would happen, you will tackle it quite easily, or you would learn it how to tackle this situation. Get out of the fear. Fear is something you can consider fear as a warehouse where all of your talent and knowledge is locked up. So, till the time you are afraid of these situations, every single talent that you have and every knowledge that you have is locked inside the room. So unlock it. Just take the fear out of your personality. And how can you do that? The first thing people usually say, I was even answering it yesterday, that if you find anything difficult, do it more. Practice the things which are making you feel afraid of different situations. Just practice those things more and more. If it is about public speaking, just go and do public speaking as much as you can. It's about getting failure. Just practice. And even if you fail, doesn't matter, just do it again. It's not about the exams, of course, it's about the tiny life situations. But do not take the pressure. You just do your best, put all of your effort. And even then, if you fail at the end, just it was just the decision of Allah. You did your best. You just do your best and don't be afraid of the result. If things are good for you, Allah will definitely give you that. If things are not good for you, so Allah will give you something better than those goods. So it's not about failing, it's always about moving on. So don't be afraid of these situations. Do it more, practice it more. And whatever you are afraid of, once you will overcome that, the feeling that you are gonna have, I'm telling you, you are really gonna enjoy those feelings. 2 years before, I was in lumps, and over there, I was telling them that you have to face your fear. And I was really thinking that what could be the activity that I can have over there. You can watch that video on my YouTube videos. Might be like 2 years before it was uploaded there. So I gave them a balloon, and I said you have to blow it up until it explodes. Everybody was like, no, we can't do that. And I gave them the challenge that you have to do it. Because when we're blowing up a balloon, the only fear is that it should not get exploded. So once it happened over there, everybody was burst into the laughter. So we were really enjoying it. I said it at that time that the thing that you are most afraid of, if you just experience it, so you will realize it. It's not harmful. It's not that harmful the way you have your own psychological impact of that thing. Just get out of that. It's not like that. So face your fear and get out of the imagination. Imaginations are something which are inside your brain, which the things are not happening yet. It's more about just staying in the present and keep practicing, because it's not about the perfection. It's about just doing the work. Just like once my student who was really nervous, really nervous to go on stage, and he delivered a speech, and after that he came to me and he asked me that, sir, was it the good one or the worst one? I said it was just a one speech. That's it. Don't just consider every time that I have to deliver the good one, I have to deliver the best one, or the was it the worst one. Don't be afraid. Don't just weigh up in between these two things. Just deliver it. Just keep practicing. One day people will come and tell you that you delivered a very good speech. It's going to happen, but after a lot of practice, of course. So don't be afraid of these things. Just keep more and more practicing, and eventually you are gonna become a confident person. And the way you were saying that you are afraid that people will deceive you, if they will deceive you, they are responsible for that. You're not responsible for that. You're not responsible for the act that other people are doing. So you just have to stay positive, and that is how, on the day of judgment, you will be asked the question that when other person was deceiving you, how did you respond? Did you respond by just doing the positive things, or you became aggressive person, a negative person? So just stay calm, relax. It's their activity. That's what they are doing. You don't need to be worried about that. And don't be afraid of getting deceived. If you are afraid of this thing, so get deceived and just simply get out of those feelings. Nothing is permanent in the world. Every person has to move on. Nobody can stick with you for the whole life. And even the friends, we lose them. It happens, or sometimes they get busy in their life, you get busy in your life. It's eventually going to happen. So don't try to put a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility, and a lot of expectations on one situation, on one person, on one exam. It's normal, it's fine. The time will move on, and you will become a positive person, and you're gonna understand that things that you were really afraid of were not so dangerous. At the end, I would suggest you one thing. Again, it's your emotion. Control your emotion. If you're getting afraid of, just simply take this challenge inside your brain that you have to stay calm, normal, and you have to move on in your life the way everybody has moved on already. So, Mahi, relax and take care. Stay blessed. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.